here we go once again with another episode of Cosmic Debris. I am one of your hosts, as always, Andy George, and my partner in crime,
TJ, better known as the Jerky.
There's you jerky bastard. Hey, good morning, my brother. How are you today?
Hot as fuck. How are you today?
Yeah, sweating, dude. I come over here, I made you turn your air on.
Yeah, I would only for you because you're such a pussy.
Yo, because I'm such a whiny bastard.
You are.
Yeah, it's warm up here on the second floor of the hangar tower.
There's a lot of good shit that happens up here on the second floor.
Yeah, you were explaining some of it
rest.
to me, and I think I'll let that go for now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, dude. But yeah, it's crazy out there. You know, the kids have started. Last Thursday was the first day of the new chapter of this distance learning shit.
For you.
For me, man.
Must
and
suck.
yeah, you know, yes and no. It's going to be. I think they're a lot more organized this year, so that's going to be easy. But they're still at my house doing the distant learning. And brother, you know, being only 5, he needs a lot of attention. Man, I guess I shouldn't have given up smoking dope and snorting dope.
No, you're gonna
and drinking.
You're gonna regret that one. That's
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Maybe I should go back to at least smoking weed. I don't know.
Hey, you don't have to drive them around to school anymore, so
Yeah.
have at it.
Have at it. That's right. I don't have to be stoned to pick them up. I can just pick them. I can just send them home. Somebody come get them.
Really?
But other than that, it's been a pretty good week. It's been hotter than shit here, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it is friggin'
and
warm.
it is hotter than shit. And you know what? Just before the start of the show, I was reading something that came over on. I think it was on Twitter. Yeah, it was
You got something on Twitter?
You know, the majority of Republicans are okay with the number of COVID-19 deaths, and you know, I'm okay with that. I'm glad it's not any of my family, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, so what are we going to do about it? They're gone. So if you want to bitch about, none of them should have happened, you know what? Fuck you, it happened.
Nothing
it happened.
in God's
you can't
world
change
happens
it.
by mistake.
That's right. It's like, hey, there's too many fucking people in the world, man. We are just purging our shit. Because I think I saw in the news, 560 wildfires in the state of California.
Yeah,
Some of them are burning out of control.
Yeah, I was talking with my son and daughter-in-law at the end of last week.
Right. So how close is it to them in Folsom?
Enough to where it's smoky, and
Yeah.
the kids can't play outside because they started school on Monday.
Right.
And the school won't let them go outside for very long
Right.
because of all the fucking smoke.
Yeah, I mean, we've had that here too, but that's crazy. There's a lot of fires. I know we're going to fly up there in a couple weeks and head into Tahoe if it hasn't burned down.
Well, it probably won't, but it's probably going to be nasty.
Yeah, I mean, we'll spend most of our time inside anyhow, so.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but you know, and the part of the problem is people have built these houses out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
And they don't keep a defensible space around them, and we're going to lose a lot more homes. Now, I got an idea to fix this problem. I do. But it is a secret. I need investment money. I asked the guy for $500,000 one time to invest in this.
But I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Well, I'll tell you off the air because I don't want nobody stealing my friggin' idea.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
right.
very doable, man. And I think we could save a lot of people's homes by doing this. But that we're out there and then we bitch, you couldn't save my home. Dude, you're out in the middle of the fucking woods. How are you going to get there anyhow?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I get the idea of we can afford it. Let's go live out in the country there in the woods.
That'll be
It's
so
sweet,
nice.
and
Right.
then when their shit burns up, then you're
Your
like
shit
blaming
burns.
everybody else.
Yeah, that's right. You want to
fucking
blame
decide to go
everybody
live in.
else because you're an idiot. You want to live out in the middle of nowhere. So you know what? That's on you. I'm sorry your shit's burning. It's out of control. There's too many people, so we still got to thin the herd. So,
Thin
the herd, man. You know, sometimes we got to thin the friggin' herd. But let's move on to some shit. You know, it's 100 years now since women got the right to vote.
That's good.
Yeah, you bet it's good. But you know,
Well, it could have been better. They
could have been, it could have.
earlier.
But we can't change that. But you know that in 1890, the Native Americans had to apply for citizenship.
Really?
Yes, indeed.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. Now, women got the right to vote in 1920.
Yep.
Now, in 1924, Indians can be citizens but cannot vote.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Well, that is
That
is absurd.
So you know what year the Native Americans got the right to vote?
1967.
No, 1948.
48. Okay.
Yeah. So in
Jeez.
64, the 24th Amendment was passed, which gives everybody the right to vote. Okay.
Everybody 18 and over.
No. In what year did they say, at 18 you could vote? Do you remember?
The next day.
No. In what year did they ratify that, hey, at 18 years old, you can vote?
I don't know. Tell me. You got it there.
1971.
Really?
Yeah, because of the Vietnam War, they figured, hey, if you can go off and die in Vietnam, at 18, you have the right to vote. 1971.
I turned 18 in 73.
Yeah.
Interesting how.
Very interesting. Yeah, we don't remember that shit.
Oh, it's the same thing with Roe v. Wade. Like, that was 1972, I think. It was the Supreme Court decided that. So, it was just well, never mind. I won't go there.
Yeah, okay, man, because that's a whole different friggin' story from you, man. Holy shit. So, dude, I know it's warm and hot in here today. And,
it's getting cooler, you fuck.
Okay. I'm going someplace else with this. You going to let me finish talking?
No.
I know, you never did. So, hey, man, with your man boobs, do they sweat a lot?
My moobs?
Your moobs.
My moobs? They sweat a fucking lot. Fortunately, the moobage is more on the side.
Yeah, you got side moobs.
I got side moobs. My front moobs are still pretty firm.
Yeah.
Where they don't overlap and where there's
Sag.
skin that has to be, cleaned out.
Yeah.
But on the side they do sag. I had one thing, I had a sore over here and it was bugging the fuck out of me. But
yeah. Hey, did you ever find like a Cheeto or something under there?
I have found food. I don't.
You're like, damn, I don't remember eating that.
Well, what I do is I grab it and I put it in my mouth and go, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago. Shit, I wish I had one of them burgers.
Hey, if it got bigger, I'd leave it under there longer.
Oh, hey, by the way,
my car wash.
Oh, the hillbilly car wash. So after last week's show.
Well, during last week's
right,
show.
Okay, yeah.
Or no, before.
Probably before.
And after.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
go ahead, you tell the story. You're the one who came up with this.
Oh, yeah, okay, Joe Mayo. So Joe Mayo here says, hey, can you help me out with a car wash? I want to wash my car. And I see he has the hose drug through his house. I'm like, the fuck are you going to do, man? He's here, I want you to stand up here. And he lives on the second floor. And point the hose out the window. I'm going to get down there. You squirt my car and get it wet. And I'll get down there and wash it. I'm like, the fuck kind of hillbilly shit is this, man? The only thing missing was a couple goats to use to rub it off, Or a couple sheep.
You did a really good job of making sure the water got to the car in an arc and filled up my bucket a little bit. And I got down there and... Yeah,
it worked. It was just funnier than shit.
It was so fucking bad because of bird shit,
right?
And
yeah, it was
crap
nasty.
From the trees, and I had to drive it, earlier in the afternoon to go pick up some food.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to go there with shit all over your car.
No, because people bring the shit out to your car, and put it in your trunk. It's like gross and nasty. So. And I didn't want to go running through a car wash and then just drive it back here to get back under the same fucking tree.
Let me wash it, put it back under the same tree where the birds shit all over it.
So, yeah, it got clean enough. It took me a while, and you seemed to be embarrassed by it.
I wasn't embarrassed. I was laughing. I thought it was funny.
What was really funny is when I was back there, you were in here talking with somebody on the phone before the show.
Right.
And I was kind of pre-spraying my car.
I got to see if it'll reach.
And I'm watering it, and one of the maintenance guys from the condominium complex drives by, and I stopped when I saw him, and he drove by, and then he backed up, and he's looking right at where my car is at, and then he pulls into a spot.
Yeah.
And I'm hiding behind the fucking wall like I used to.
Yeah, like you could hide.
My moobs were sticking out. So I kind of hid. And when I saw him get out of his car, I'm like, oh, fuck. I might as well just come out with it. So I said, hey. He's like, oh, hey. I said, yeah, I was just watering my car. And he laughed. And he said, I thought it was like a sprinkler head that broke or something. And I said, no. It was just
if me. It was,
said, that's cool.
If it was, I'd be out there bathing.
I know, right? Wash some moobs.
Take me a bar of zest and get out there and
hang
out.
Get that food out of under my anyway. So that was kind of funny. It was
it was comical, man.
Because they closed down. They used to have faucets available throughout the complex
for people to wash their cars.
And they stopped that last year, and I'm like, you fucking cheap bastards.
Well, you're getting ready to vote for your condo president and shit, so maybe
I'm voting. I'm voting for the guy who says turn the water back on.
Turn the water back on. We want to wash our cars. Hey, I was watching what I watch Sunday mornings on TV. It's a TV show, I think with Jane Pauley. But this morning they had this guy who is a gold medalist in archery. Okay, he's won multiple medals in archery.
Okay.
The dude had no arms.
I think I have seen him.
This guy was fucking amazing.
It's great. He used his feet, right?
He used his feet.
Yeah.
And he uses his chin to release the arrow.
Yeah. And
but then they were talking with this guy. He says, well, if I could do this shit. The guy's doing backflips off a diving board in a swimming pool. They show him eating
That's how he lost
feet.
his... Oh, okay.
No, he was born that way.
Was he smoking with his toes?
No, I don't think he smoked. He probably didn't do dope either. But the other thing that I was impressed with, the guy could fucking drive with his feet.
Oh, I've seen that.
But he's there. Oh, I like to drive. He's got this Nissan with a Corvette engine in it, and he took the person from the news out there and is doing donuts with him.
Jesus.
But it's like, could you imagine if you were the cop and you pulled that guy over and he's driving with his feet?
Well, if he's licensed.
He's licensed, and he also has a license to drive a motorcycle.
No way.
Yeah, of course, I don't think he got on one, but he has a license to drive a motorcycle.
Well, good for him.
Good for him, man. I'm like, good for you, brother. Because he's there. If I can do this, why can't other people get out there and do shit?
Well, that's it. It's motivation, and it's perseverance, dedication. It takes time.
Hey, that's right. I don't want to just sit here on this fucking pity pot forever. I'm going to get out there and do shit with my life.
I'm going to learn how to use my feet.
Right.
To fulfill the things I would normally do with my hands. Hint, hint.
Yeah, I wonder if he could rub one out, man.
That's the hint.
That's the hint. I figured with you it would be the hint, dude. Yeah.
He'd have to spread those. Well, maybe. I don't know about that.
Well, he had monkey toes anyhow. From using his toes like a hand,
I get it.
You kind of spread them out there.
Well, you remember that friend of mine. You met him. And
I did.
He was missing a thumb, and he uses...
No, he had a little flipper arm, didn't he?
No, he's just missing a thumb on his right hand, so he shakes with the three fingers,
that's right,
and he uses his index finger as a thumb.
That's right. I thought he had a flipper
He was
arm.
born that way.
Yeah, but it's pretty impressive, man.
Very much so.
Overcome your handicap, because you ain't really handicapped after all.
Well,
I mean, some of us. Yeah, mentally, I'm definitely handicapped, man. So,
that's what your grandchildren say.
Yeah, well, they know. It's like, dude, what is the matter with you, Pop? But I brought up a subject about Ballpits. You know the Ballpits they used to have at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
I know they used to have them at Chuck E. Cheese and shit.
Chuck E. Cheese.
So you think those little germ magnets are gone forever?
Those things, you know what? I would not be surprised. They were probably thinking about getting rid of them anyways because their fucking kids get in there and get lost, and then somebody jumps on them.
Yeah, and
it's a
then
big
they
disaster.
piss and crap in there.
Yeah.
You know,
So
they
just get
found
rid of 'em.
needles and chicken bones and
They're
everything
dirt.
else.
The balls are dirty, just
Yeah.
like yours. They're just nasty.
What do you mean? I took a shower this morning. What do you mean, just like yours?
Well, that's why you had to take a shower. Fucking dirty
Yeah, my
balls.
balls were sweaty. I was out in the sun yesterday catching me some rays, my brother.
Last week I could smell your balls from here.
Damn, you ball whiffer. Damn. Hey, we also got an update on Shep.
Oh, remember Shep, guys?
You remember Shep? Shep Arnold, who sold jerky made of human meat.
Human meat, hired people for the summer, used them for meat.
Right.
And then the Jack Link's guy.
Okay, so let me read this story, okay? Is you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can you shut your yapper for a couple fucking minutes?
Oh,
no,
one-upper.
Now it's you one-upper. But, okay, so Butte, Montana. In a strange twist of events, Shep Arnold reveals to police how his debauchery began. Jerky making has been part of my family for generations. My granddad, Earl Arnold, was the best I'd ever seen. I always wanted to live up to his standards.
Wait a minute. The best. See, that's what he said. He's the best. The best of what?
The best I've ever seen at making jerky.
Out of human meat.
No, just jerky. Out of well, maybe there's some relatives of the Arnolds that come up missing. But he was the best jerky maker he'd ever seen. And he always wanted to live up to his standards. So maybe it was the taste of the meat. And Shep says, man, I tried all kinds of different meats. Deer, elk, cow, snake, turkey, sheep, lamb, goat, chicken, and salmon. You name it, I tried it. No matter what I did, I could never live up to Granddad's jerky. So I ended up making his jerky and selling it well after he had passed away. I never felt fulfilled. I had to make something that would bring me respect and praise. But I had tried every meat I could think of. That's when the unexpected death of my mother happened. You see, we lived together, and she had been housebound because of her size. She was morbidly obese and passed away in her sleep one night. I couldn't risk EMTs and firemen trying to cut a hole out of our home and cause a scene. I just couldn't have her mom remembered that way. Suddenly, a thought occurred to me. What if I chop Mom up and use her ample body as jerky?
Her ample body.
His ample body. At the least, I figured I would get a good yield because of the amount of meat.
Well, there's also going to be a lot of fat.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Which fat doesn't jerky good. So.
Yeah, okay. So here we go. So I chop Mom up real proper and respectfully.
Proper. How do you chop your mom up respectfully?
Respectfully. And got to making some jerky. While I won't go into specifics on other ingredients, it was definitely the beginning of some of the best jerky I had ever made. I put it on the shelf and labeled it Shep's Original, and for some reason people kept choosing that one. Word started to spread, and I knew I had surpassed my granddad. I was happy as I could be until I realized that Mom's meat was only going to last so long. That's when I got the idea to hire summer help. The kind of helpers that could go missing without anyone being the wiser. Oh, geez, this is fun. All was going well until that damn guy from Jap Links showed up and took my jerky to their facility and tested it. If I ever see that guy, I'm going to do more than dehydrate him, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you guys know the rest, and here I am awaiting trial. I figure I'll have to do some time, but hopefully I can put my skills to work wherever I end up.
Oh, there you go.
So you can imagine prison jerky.
That's it. Instead
prison
of jerky. That's death row.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? It's like some of my best jerky I ever made, a dear old Mom.
I mean, I wouldn't. You said you would try it.
Okay, so if you knew, and before Shep got arrested, and we had ordered, like, maybe Amazon had it for a while. Hey, I like jerky, and some of it was sent, and for some reason we didn't eat it, and it was sitting on the shelf. Now, after Shep got arrested, and you heard this story, would you therefore eat that jerky?
Nope, I would not.
See, I think I might give it a taste.
Oh, that okay. You
know,
to each his own.
To
That's
each
fine.
his own. Well, yeah, who knows, man?
I wouldn't. I don't think I could. I don't think I could chew it and swallow it. I just couldn't.
Yeah, but maybe it's got a nice flavor. Maybe it's got like a
maybe
teriyaki. And you and I talked about. So what if you use people from different nationalities make different jerky?
Right, like Asians, you could make teriyaki.
Yeah. You know, we talked about Jamaicans. You can make some Jamaican jerky.
Or our neighbors to the south of us. So they come
some jalapeno jerky.
Some hot and spicy.
So what about if you were from Canada? What kind of jerky could you make?
Jesus, what beer jerky?
Yeah, Molson jerky.
Molson jerky.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons' own jerky brand. So watch out for them homemade brands of jerky because you never know what's in them. I bet there's some roadkill jerky.
Well, didn't he's a snake. I mean, that's kind of roadkill, but I mean, snake.
Well,
I don't know. You don't get
snakes.
a lot.
You don't get a lot of meat. You'd have to kill a shitload of snakes to
make enough
to get
a
couple bags or even a box of 24 bags.
But I'm interested in the people he hired. Did he put an ad in the paper? You know, help wanted at my jerky factory. Must be over 300 pounds.
Must be, yeah. So, yeah, that's right. It's like, well, I wonder if he hired really fat people or they were skinny people.
I would, if you know ahead of time, you're going to hire somebody and you're going to make jerky out of them eventually.
Would you fatten them up?
I wouldn't I'd hire them fat. I wouldn't fatten them up. I wouldn't spend all that money.
I would spend all that money just to make jerky out of them.
Just get them fat.
Yeah.
And have them there. Just make sure you keep them fat and then whack them and make jerky. But you wouldn't call it Mom's. What would you call it?
What would you call it? I don't know. Hobo jerky?
Hobo jerky? Hired jerky.
Hired jerky. Yeah, from a higher power.
No, hired.
Oh, hired. I know. But I think hobo jerky would be a bestseller.
Hobo jerky probably would.
Hobo jerky.
People would be like, oh, just like the hobos would eat. Yeah, they killed each other and ate each other. That's
we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, maybe that hobo stew because they're hobos. Yeah,
hobos.
Yeah, you always see them in the hobos. You remember the hobos would be sitting around a pot of stew. It's like, what's in that, man? Lefty's missing a friggin' arm.
I got some squirrel and some muskrat.
Yeah, I got me some possum.
Possum. Oh, possums are slow. You can catch them.
Possums are slow.
You can catch them.
Yeah, they're mean looking too, dude.
Oh, they got nasty teeth. I had one come at me once.
Yeah. What, you have a chicken leg in your
No,
hand?
I was trying to get into my house. It was stuck between the two doors.
Yeah.
And when I opened the door, because I heard something, and it fucking hissed and snarled.
It's like trick or treat.
Like, fuck that,
What
man.
is it? It's a possum.
I don't want that fucking razor tooth bitch biting my fucking leg.
Oh, shit, dude. That's some funny shit. So,
yeah, Shep, you know what?
Hey, Shep.
Shep's going to end up, he ain't getting out. He's old. He's going to be there making fucking jerky.
That's right. He's going to be in the kitchen making jerky out of
just don't get near him because he's got a shank. He's going to shank your ass. You up.
But we're getting ready to vote here in the next few months, and everything's going to be done by mail, man. What's your opinion on this?
Well, I don't think all of it's going to be done by mail.
No, because you and I looked at it, and there will be some polling places that are open.
They'll be there, but everybody's going to get a mail-in ballot,
right?
Okay. So if you go in person to vote, and I've done this in the past, is I have to take my mail-in ballot with me,
right?
And I give that to them, as proof that I'm turning over my ballot by mail so that I can vote in person.
Oh, okay. So you have to give them that.
You have to. You cannot vote.
It's almost like voting twice.
No, it's not voting twice.
No, I know they destroy the other one, maybe.
Jesus Christ, you fucking conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, it's like, you can go in there and...
Down here in Chula Vista, they're keeping all of them and double voting for sure. Just
voting.
Like they would in the red states. So
yeah,
what the fuck?
Red, green, purple.
No, you got to turn them in, or you can drive them to the county office.
They're going to have special boxes
and drop off
to drop these off. Yeah. But now it's turned into another debate by our alcoholic representatives, man.
Fuck that. It's like, why are you debating this? Just let it happen. Everybody will get their shit in the mail. They can decide, do I want to put it back in the mail, or do I want to take it, or do I want to drop it off somewhere? And that's fine. Everybody can choose how they want to deliver their votes. But to start coming up with all this bullshit about, it's going to, fucking double voting and blah, blah, blah. If that were to happen, it's so minimal.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody... Okay, so you double vote, I double vote. It still cancels each other out, so what the fuck is the difference?
The thing is, it's going to take... I bet it takes a month or more to get the election results. It's not something you're going to hear that night.
Well... It all depends on when they get the ones mailed in, and they count them ahead of time. And then
I don't think you can count them ahead of time.
They do.
Do they?
They do, because they can count them ahead of time. And when the state opens up, once the polling places are closed in a state, they can post those results, and it gives them an idea of where things are going to be headed.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, because I figured me and my brother would be on the road. I thought I'd stop in 2 or 3 states and vote.
I think you should try.
Yeah.
I know, seriously.
I think you should try.
I'll help bail you out of jail when you get caught.
Sure you will. Yeah, we're going to set up a GoFundMe page that will
I'm going to say
Andy George out of jail.
Dear Shep Arnold, my friend George, he's got some weight on him. You might want to cut him up and make some fucking jerky.
Maybe
here's where he's at.
Yeah, maybe he'll be in a prison near you, man.
In a prison near you.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, just be careful of those blue states.
Those blue states, red states, white states, black states, orange states.
Take your ballot that says Republican on it with you.
Tape it on the window?
You could tape it on the window. When you get to a place where you're sure it's Republican, double vote.
I don't. Yeah, once is good enough for me. Hey, when I saw that story about the Archer this morning, I also saw a story about Wheel of Fortune. You know how long Vanna White's been on that show?
Oh, geez, 30-some years?
38 years.
Yeah, wow.
She got on the show in 1982, and she is still turning letters. Well, before, remember, they were letters she had to turn. Now it's just push a button. It's all digital.
So she's just hanging out there looking pretty.
Yeah, I mean, Vanna's getting old. Of course, she's 38 years older.
I know my father-in-law used to watch that show just for Vanna White.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, oh, Vanna, what are you wearing today, baby?
When she was on vacation, he was like,
I don't want to watch this. Pat's out there in a bikini. But the funny thing she was talking about, in the old days when they were actually letters, it took about 2 hours to change the words.
What?
To change from one, like places or, things. It's whatever it is. Edibles or something, it's like...
Back in the old day.
Back in the old day. So it would take 2 hours between, okay, we got the first puzzle. We got the second puzzle. So it would take a long time to do those shows.
Oh, my God.
It was probably a 10-hour day to do one show.
Could you imagine being there as a contestant, standing there?
Oh, I'd be like, man, my boobs are sweating.
My moobs
are sweating. Where's the green room, man? You got any weed back there?
You got any jerky?
You got any Shep's jerky on hand? Could you imagine now? I'm gonna be a touring artist. You can always order shit, to be back in your dressing room. I want some of Shep's jerky.
That's it. Exactly.
Free, maybe we should get some shirts that say "Free Shep."
Free Shep. That
would
Shep. Be awesome.
Because I used to have one of them shirts way back when it was like "Free Sonny Barger."
What the fuck was Sonny Barger?
Sonny Barger was the head of the Hell's Angels. And back in the 70s, man, I was big into that biker culture, man.
Yeah, we know why.
Yeah. Why? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was like, I don't give a shit.
Did you ever watch that show, Sons of Anarchy?
I didn't. I think I watched a couple shows. I never really watched the whole thing.
I
heard it was really good. Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And talk about bikers.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah, I never seen it.
You should watch it.
I knew some Hells Angels guys. They were nice
guys. It's like Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
On bikes and shit.
On bikes.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Oh, my brother.
But, I woke up the other day and I was thinking about a topic of sexy milk.
Sexy milk. I know. You called me and I'm like, I got a topic, sexy milk. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, my suggestion was... you sell, cartons of milk, and instead of pictures of children or somebody that's, missing, you have a picture of a beautiful cow on there.
A beautiful cow. And I took it one further. I'm like, a beautiful cow? What the hell are you talking about? One with nice legs? Or one with nice udders?
Yeah, you say male cow or a female cow or a real cow. And I'm like, a real cow. It's for the people who are into bestiality, They could get off on that little sexy cow, but you're like, yeah, you know what we should do?
That's right. What we should do is we're going to use pictures of women
on
the milk cart. But I'm also going to change the milk jug to be more like Mrs. Butterworth.
Like a shape of a woman.
That shape of a woman with big boobs, and when you pour the milk out, it comes out the boobs.
You could definitely do that. Or just have it like a squeeze bottle. When you squeeze it, then the milk comes out. Like really, because... Well, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Did you feel your boobs?
No, I mean, there's people who are into kidding. That is chicks that are, lactating, and that gets them off, and they could be like lactating out of a plastic kind of bottle.
Yeah.
Snapper.
Well,
Yeah, I know. No, I think it's a good idea.
I think it would sell.
Yeah. I think so too.
But it would definitely have to be refrigerated.
Oh yeah, refrigerated.
And all that shit that's in your refrigerator, how much of that shit is do you ever get back to?
I know, no, because you and I were talking about that. Just like when you go to a restaurant and eat, and you have that shit put in a little container to take home, the stuff you didn't eat your meal, how much of this shit do you end up throwing out?
Probably half.
Probably at least half. I know we do too. It's like, what would you even buy that for?
Well, why would you
bring it home? I don't mean buy it. I'm sorry.
Because we are Americans. We don't believe in letting things
public.
Well, we grew up in that time of the clean plate club.
That's right.
Soupy Sales had a clean
plate club.
And
Soupy Sales.
You couldn't get up from the table.
Yeah.
Until you cleaned your plate.
Clean plate club. Will you ever remember?
Huh?
Were you ever?
Probably. Yeah. Can't you tell by looking at me?
Can't you tell by the moves? I was the president of my chapter.
I was the president of the Detroit chapter of the Soupy Sales Club, Clean Plate Club.
I love Soupy Sales, man. You know what? Soupy went off the air. What the fuck? Where are we in Mexico?
What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. It was crazy. But I remember Soupy Sales come out one day and he says, look, your parents might be asleep, so it's okay to sneak up into your mom and dad's bedroom and take money out of their wallet.
Exactly.
Do you remember that? That's when Soupy went off the air. It's like, yeah, you sneak up there and take the change out of their pants, or
Fuck yeah.
$1 or $2, and send it to me, Soupy Sales.
Send it to me. I need to have some money.
I needed some money. Oh my
Soupy
god,
Shuffle.
Soupy, yeah. And old Soupy was pretty funny in our day. People today wouldn't get old Soupy Sales.
No, well, they definitely don't. I mean, there's, but you know what? That's just the way the world is.
You're
you know,
exactly
move
right.
on and
Move on.
I'm just gonna get me a little doll, and it's gonna be Sleepy Joe.
Oh, so we had talked about selling Sleepy Joe Christmas ornaments. I think that's a good thing. I think that should be one of our new products. Little Joe taking a nap on a pillow, just his head. Maybe his hands folded under his head. Yeah,
he could be sleeping on the lap of his vice president.
we
Taking a
never
nap.
really thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about taking
Holding a bottle of sexy milk,
holding a bottle of sexy milk.
squirting it into his mouth.
Yeah. We're going to combine all this shit into one Christmas ornament. It's only going to cost you $400 an
Yeah, I
ornament,
know, right?
but it'll be well worth it.
It'll be a keeper.
It'll be a keeper. It'll vibrate. It'll moan. It'll squirt milk in your mouth, and best of all, it will light up.
Light up.
How much? $499,
Right?
plus shipping and handling.
All proceeds go to the Andy and the Jerk.
It go to Andy and the Jerk.
It's going to be our first piece of merch.
Keep us on the air for a little while longer, dude.
Keep us going. We need help.
We need help, man. We're running out of money. I'm looking for a grant.
I was thinking about that idea that we had about the smart breast, smart women
milk.
breastfeed.
Yeah, breast milk.
I was thinking about that again the other day. I was thinking about talking to my son and daughter-in-law about that, about doing money for
trials.
a grant.
Yeah. Let's get somebody to write up our thing so we can get a grant.
Yeah, separate 100. The in would be 200, so you'd have 100 that were stupid, 100 that were smart.
Well, let's trade milk.
And then trade children, and see if that affects how the children come up.
You don't think you could just trade milk, like with FedEx or something, or Amazon Prime? Pretty soon they're going to sell titty milk on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I
Maybe.
know you're hoping, dude.
Only in bottles.
Only in our sexy milk bottles. You can only buy those from Andy and the Jerk.
Sexy milk, buddy.
So for today, man, I think we're going to call it a wrap.
All right.
We're doing a special show here on a Sunday. It is a Sunday afternoon down here.
It's a Sunday because we're getting
Sweaty Moob Chula Vista.
I'm getting my pavement redone. And
yeah,
all
you're getting
kinds
your
of
pavement
shit, and
redone. I got the
they
cops
eat
coming
it,
by my house up tomorrow.
Yeah, you've been eating that jerky.
Yeah, I've been saving up old Shep's jerky, man. So for today, you know what, man? Let's flush this episode.
Right down the tube.
Because it was so full of shit, I'm going to give it another flush. So, hey, I am Andy George, and my partner in crime,
TJ.
better known as Sweaty Moobs.
Sweaty Moobs.
Hey, man.
Big Moobs.
Yeah, go out and share the love,
Hey,
man.
hey, if you send in $10, I'll send you a picture of my Moobs.
Sweating.
Sweating.
All hairy and stuff.
Hurry while they last.
Hurry while they- We only got 100 left.
We only get them during summertime.
We started out with 98. Figure that out.
You took one home.
Yeah, sure I did. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, folks, thanks for listening, man. We appreciate it, man.
All right.
Hope you had some fun today.
We love you. Be kind to each
Be
other.
kind to each other. Share the love, man. Peace. We will catch you next show. Later. This is Andy George from Cosmic Debris. Hey, I wanted to let you know you can reach us by email at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com. So if you have any comments or anything you'd like to hear us talk about, please email us at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com, and we'll ignore most of your stuff. Hey, if you got any pictures out there you'd like to share with us, we'd sure like to see them. You can also follow us on Twitter at Andy Jerk. So, hey, send us a message, send us an email. We love to hear from our fans. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you next show. Later.